All right. Okay. So before I start, right, whatever I said today, it's not financial advice, but it's like a little opinion of mine. And as a trader for like 8 years time, and going through this is the third bull market that we have experienced. We see like there's a lot of volatility, and we understand that a lot of traders, they don't have much profitability in comparison to the last previous bull run. Okay, so there might be some tips that I can provide, some insight that I can give. But again, I have to repeat, it's not financial advice. So my advice or my tips here is I believe there's a lot of aspect that we need to know. Okay, sometimes the easiest method of actually profiting from the market is not to trade at all. Okay, you need to see your current risk assessment. All right, that I think that's really important for yourself. Okay, and if you really want to trade, okay, or if you just start trading, always trade with the monies that you can afford to lose. All right, not monies you cannot afford to lose. So another thing that I believe really strongly about is controlling your own leverage. I know that during tradings, all right, and we're talking about future tradings, we're talking about option tradings, and definitely we're going to use leverage. So leverage, you got to control itself. Okay, you got to control it. Don't pull it too high. You might think that the ratio is good, but it's actually not. Okay, I personally, I would not put more than 1 to 2% of my whole portfolio in future tradings, and my leverage, it depends. It will will not be more than times 25, unless I am very sure of that trade. So other than that, there are a lot of options when you're trading. Okay, so you can do like I don't know if you're doing like scalping or long term. Well, if you're thinking of scalping in this market, it will be so much harder in comparison to what we call the previous market, because scalping right now is super risky, and the risk and reward ratio itself, it's unbalanced. It's not worth anyone's time to do scalping. So in my whole scenario of this current bull market, I believe that it is still not the end yet. Okay, perhaps some people might disagree with me. I don't think it's still the end, but I can see that it is the beginning of the end, which is like it's going to be ending soon, but not that soon, right? And we also can see that there's a lot of people during this downturn. If you see it from like all of the data that is available online, you can see that there are a lot of buyers in the market. Okay, so this is I think this is a great opportunity to buy as well. But again, need to control your leverage. And the last but not least, you can also choose other option for investing, just not trading. Of course, you can look for new projects, new stuff to do. You can actually take a look at ourselves. Okay, let's just do a little unashamedly plug-in of mine. So technically right now we are also doing like MIRO, which is like a payment system where you are able to participate in. Okay, I think that is also a great idea to diversify yourself. So if you are really interested, you can follow me, drop me a DM. I'll reply you ASAP. All right, so thank you so much. That will be the end of my answer. Thank you. So again, not financial advice, but I think it's a really tricky question on when is the Federal Reserve is going to cut the rates. When should we buy the dip? I think a lot of times when we think that it is the dip and it went deeper, right? And people will be like, you said this was the dip, right? So what I would like to just kind of share from my experience is that when you really want to buy the dip, right, you have to see some of the on-chain analysis, okay, such as like glass notes and all sorts of website, okay, and they can give you a really good insight on what are the whales are thinking, okay. So you got to be disciplined in this situation where you might think that, wow, Ethereum is at 1,005. It's really a bargain. You should go buy it, and it went down even more. So that's not really a good case, right? So what we should do right now is that we need to see what are the whales are thinking, because when the whales are buying, you need to know that there is a reason that why are they buying, right? And when the whales are selling, okay, they have their own reason of why are they selling it. So it really needs some research, okay? Do your own research on what is going on in the chain. So that is my little advice on this. And at the same time, right, if you really don't want to be so analytical, you can always do what Warren Buffett always do. Just buy and separate the funds to different orders, okay, and buy at different prices, and we can make your own portfolio in a much more what we call that. What's the word again? The average pricing. Yeah, you can make all your tokens in average pricing, which is also a great way to avert risk. Of course, we all know that some tokens, when they go up, and when they go up and came down, they never went up again. So again, if you want to do like this kind of buying methods, you can always choose the more how do I say this? More uh, experienced token like Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, of course, and all those. So that is the way that I believe how we should buy the dip. Okay, we should take a look at the indicators. Right. So back to you. Thank you.